Hi everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to split your screen so that you can have two things going at the same time. I know you guys, right now we are doing distance learning and it is very difficult to do an assignment and be on Google Meets at the same time. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It's going to work the same way in your Chromebook as it is here on my laptop. So as long as you follow these simple steps, it will be very fast and easy to split your screen in half and have one thing going on one side and another thing going on the other side. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do before you split anything is have two tabs open of what you want to view at the same time. So right now I want to view this document. Excuse me. I want to view this document and I also want to just view YouTube. Okay. I'm just going to open these up as an example. So you have to have both of them open. I have one tab and then I have the other one. And it works better if you have them both on the same window. Don't open up two windows because then you'll have to do double the work. Okay. So have them on two different tabs on the same window. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use the restore down button on, or it's not really a button, but you're going to click on the restore down option on your window and you're going to make it into half a screen. Okay, so we're going to do that together right now. If you see where your tabs are on, if you go to the right side of your screen, let me turn on the little, if you come over here to the right side of the screen, okay, it's not really showing me, so let me just turn this off. Okay, if you come over here to the right side of the screen, you usually on the top side have a little X that will close all of your tabs out. That's just to close off the window completely. If you go right next to that, you see that there are two little screens or two little squares. They look like squares. They're one on top of the other one. Those are two screens, and that's actually going to restore your screen down, which means it's going to make it smaller. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and press select that little section of the screen, the restore down button, and you're going to click on it and it's going to make your window smaller. Now when that happens, it might look a little wonky, like mine looks kind of weird right now. What you're going to do is you're going to use your mouse and select an area that doesn't have anything on it, like right here in this gray area, and then you're going to go ahead and move that to where you want it on your screen. So I am going to move it to the edge of my screen so that I can take advantage of all of my screen. And then I do notice that it's actually a little bit less than half of my screen. Sometimes when you do this and you restore down, you will have like a little tiny screen. Sometimes you'll have a really big screen, but it is smaller than the original one that you had. So what you do to fix it or to make it the size that you want is if you go around the edge of the screen, you will see that these two little arrows pop up. So let me show you. If you go on the edge of the screen, you'll see these two little arrows that are going to be available to you when you go on the edge of the screen. The ones that are going left and right, those are going to be able to pull your screen left and right. Right, so I want to make that about halfway of my screen. And then the ones up here, and actually won't show me with this, but the ones up on the top, those ones will allow you to bring your screen down and up. Okay, so you can move it around. There's also the diagonal one. Don't press the red X, but if you're careful, you can do it from the bottom. You could also just open it and make it smaller proportionally, or not, but just do both the side and up and down at the same time. I'm gonna go ahead and leave mine about halfway from my screen so that I can have half of my screen with my how-to documents and the other half is going to be with my YouTube. Okay, so again, you want to grab it like in this area here where there's nothing, it's just gray, and that's how you move it around. And then to make it larger or smaller, you use the little arrows that come up on the edge of the window. Okay, now once you have it the size that you want, this is especially useful if you want to do half and half. So you put your screen so that it's exactly or about half, taking about half of your whole desktop, and then you come up here and you see that you have both of your tabs, but you want to be able to see this tab at the same time as this one. So what you do is you click on the tab and you don't let go and you drag it out. Okay, when you do that, it's gonna make the same size that you already had, only it's gonna create a new window for you. And so now you have two screens and you can see both of them at the same time. Okay, and the good thing is you didn't have to move this one around and change the shape of it because you did it with this one. And then when you pulled the window out, it just made an exact copy of the size that you had. So let me show you, because if you have like a really small window, right? If you have a really small window and you do that, it's going to create the same thing. So if you actually wanted to have three things going, if your computer could handle that, and if your screen is large enough, you could do more than two. So by arranging your window first and then pulling out the other tab, you don't have to do all the work. So let's go through it one more time. You're gonna start on your first window, and then you're gonna have both of your tabs open on this window. So I have my first tab with my Google Docs, and then I have my second tab with my YouTube. And once it's here, I'm gonna go and restore my window down, which is this selection up here. If you kind of just leave your mouse over it, it even says restore down. You can click that and it will make the last size that you had when you restore down. So in this case, it's perfect because it's already halfway. I don't even have to do anything. It's already taking up the space that I want it to take. I'm going to go ahead and click on my second tab, and I'm going to pull the tab out by clicking and dragging, and I'm going to set it up right next to the one that I already have. And so now I have both of the screens. I can look at this screen at once, and then I can look at this screen at the same time. So anyway, I hope that was helpful to you. I know that I've been getting a lot of questions from my students for this. So hopefully this will help you, and then you guys won't have to panic during class, okay? I will see you around. Bye.